What is up, guys? This is Colonial Puppet, and this is what we have right now for the terminal. And by the way, this is Let's Build an Airport, part 12 of the terminal section of the Let's Build an Airport. And I'm going to start right off. Instead of building, we're going to be taking some TNT, and I'm going to blow up everything within here, within like this little glass area. I think I have to turn TNT on. Alright, so I'm just gonna blow up all of this, and when it comes to this kind of thing, I just do 4 at a time, and this is gonna be really loud. There we go. This may take a while, but the reason I'm doing this is because I want this to be like a skylight, because I realize that this area is really dark, and to make it not as dark, I'm going to make this all glass, pretty much. Not entirely glass, because that would just kind of look weird. And, yeah. I'm going to, well, I'll show you once I'm done doing this. So, this is pretty loud. I forgot to turn down my TV before doing this, so sorry if it's really loud. Like, or you can hear it in the background. The explosions and whatnot. I'm gonna like back off so you don't hear it. Alright. And sorry to everyone who like took a long time building this roof, because obviously it sucks that I have to blow it up now, but that's kind of how it is when I don't really have plans for these things. I just kind of go along and just kind of build with my gut. So sometimes these kind of things happen where I have to like take chunks out of what I've already built. It's a subtractive process just as much as it is a additive. It's like sculpture. Like sometimes you add clay, sometimes you take it away. Same thing goes with building in this game. Because you're not always going to do the right thing the first time. So it's good to just be open to like doing this and destroying things when you don't like them. Alright, I'm not going to destroy the whole roof. I'm actually going to maybe leave like, I'll say 3. Here, I'm going to take some stone and just kind of better define that. Like so. Like this. And so everything before this is going to be destroyed. Even here. Awesome. And you can, I think I'm going to start destroying it by hand now. I think I got a lot of the exploding out of the way, because I don't like using TNT when I don't have to, because that's how I just like damage surrounding buildings or areas that I don't want to destroy. Alright, there. So, I will use TNT for places like this, though. Hopefully that doesn't blow that one up. Alright, good. Whew, that was close. Oops. This is fun. Sorry if I'm not talking. This is kind of like, I don't want to destroy anything that I don't want to. Like that over there. Alright. Getting towards the end of the exploding process, and then I'm going to start just kind of knocking stuff out by hand. Like so. Which doesn't take too long. And I don't know. I don't know if you want me to. I'll probably wait to do the other side, as in this will be a pretty short episode, because I don't know if anyone wants me to. Or actually, no, I'll do the other side as well. Usually what I do is, like, when I do something on one side, I cut doing it on the other side to make this not go as long, because it's just me doing the same thing twice. But I kind of cut, I usually when I do something on one side, I do the entire thing in one episode. But here, I kind of started this whole area last episode, so I don't know if I should cut it when I do this on the other side. But I think I will, just to make this not, like, go on too long, because I know some people get bored when I do, like, repetitive stuff. And right now I'm just, like I said, just getting rid of all this stuff. Don't know. It's kind of boring. I saw the movie Fury. I'm just gonna start randomly talking about stuff. Saw the movie Fury with Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf, and it was pretty good. It was a very okay movie. It wasn't that great, but it was enjoyable. It was very much your typical World War II movie. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's a movie that takes place towards the end of the European theater of World War II. So back when Germany's being pushed back into Germany, and like things like the Battle of the Bulge, when, like, Hitler's just throwing everything he had at the Allied forces, and it follows, like, a tank battalion, and their tank is named Fury, I think. I came in a little late, but the tank had Fury written on the barrel, so I'm guessing its name was Fury. And it just follows that tank thing, and then they get stuck, and it's a bunch of stuff happens. I don't want to spoil anything. Oh yeah, and right now I'm doing this. I'm just kind of, I don't know, I just broke that. But yeah, the movie was really good. Or really okay, I mean. It was enjoyable, but it was also very kind of predictable. Like, I rolled my eyes at some parts of it. And it was interesting, the combat in it was interesting, as in, like, it looked almost like Star Wars kind of battles, because they really kind of went overboard with, like, the tracer round things, because, like, machine guns and all that, like, every 7th bullet was a tracer round in, like, machine guns. And tracer rounds are pretty much just, like, phosphorus glowing rounds that, like, you can see them. So, like, if you've probably seen videos of, like, red, it looks like kind of like red lights being shot out of guns, almost like a laser, but not as intense. That's a tracer round. And I don't know, they kind of went overboard with, like, the effect, so it looked like just, like, lasers being shot at each other. So that kind of was weird. And also, it didn't make sense because a lot of the fighting was in the daytime, and tracer rounds aren't that visible during the daytime. Like, you can certainly see them, but they're not as visible as they were in the movie. And so it just kind of looked like stormtrooper, like, guns shooting, and, like, Star Wars laser fights and whatnot, which kind of was lame. But overall, I don't know, it was an interesting movie. And the fighting wasn't that, like, well directed, I don't think. Like, in movies like Saving Private Ryan, like, it actually felt like you were watching real combat. But in this movie, it was very, like, kind of, the shooting and, like, the dying was separated II in a way that kind of made it not very, I don't know, believable. You have to watch the movie. I definitely recommend it for anyone who likes World War II movies. I really like World War II movies. And definitely got my World War II movie fix. But again, it could have been better. I was a little disappointed because I remember seeing the ads for it and thinking that it was going to be like really good. But it was just a typical war movie. Nothing really special about it. And like I said, the fighting wasn't realistic. I kind of went on a tangent. So hopefully you were following along with my building, because I haven't really been explaining it. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a kind of skylight area. And yeah, I'm going to kind of put a border of quartz around this, and then I'm going to fill the rest in with glass. And I forgot these go like that, so like that. And I'm going to do this now. I think I'll do 4 to kind of match up with this area. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other movies I want to see. Yeah, let me know in the comment section what movies you're excited for. I know recently that Interview movie was like, I haven't really been following it that well, but apparently they're not showing it anywhere, or they're not releasing it, which is stupid, because no one, I don't know. Threats from North Korea are usually very empty, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of lame that people aren't showing it. It's definitely like the company's rights not to show it in their theaters or whatnot, but it's also kind of lame that they aren't. And I feel like this is kind of like a publicity thing that's backfired. Like, I feel like when they were kind of, with the premise of the movie, when they were like making it, they knew that this was going to cause some sort of controversy, and thus hyping the movie. But like now it's got to a point where it's like no longer hype, and now it's like people just aren't showing it because they're afraid that North Korea is going to do something irrational. Which I don't think they are. They're going to say they are, but I don't think they are. Alright. So this is what I was talking about. I'm just going to do this. And I haven't really backed out to see how this looks, but I'm guessing it's going to look pretty nice. Ding, ding, ding. And after this, like I said, I'm going to be doing the tunnel gates, or the gate, like tunnelways. There's things that I should look up the terminology of them, but there's kind of like tunnel things that lead to the planes themselves that kind of stick out of the building. That thing that everyone always died in on the airport map in Modern Warfare 2. Those things, I'm going to be building those next episode. Then I'm going to be doing some interior work in these wings. And then that's pretty much going to be it. Then I'm going to start the control tower let's build, which is probably not going to take that long at all. It's probably only going to be maximum of like, I'd say 2 or 3 episodes. Because really, it's just one tower. I may build 2, actually. This is turning out to be a pretty big airport. So I may have to end up building more than one control tower. I don't know if that's a thing, but if it is, I'll definitely do that. Then I'm going to build, Well, I haven't really thought ahead that far, so I don't know. That's looking pretty awesome. Cool. Alright. Next what I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to find out, or where did I put that? Okay. Or actually, do I want it there? Yeah, I do want it there. Alright. So just everywhere it kind of steps up. Right before it steps up and then matches with these things. Just build up like that. To make it nice and more believable. Because I like it when Minecraft buildings kind of have some, look as though they're following some sort of rule of, I don't know, physics or the laws of gravity. Because I don't think, unless this is like very strong glass, like I'm sure there's glass that would stand up like this, especially meter thick glass like this. But still, it looks more like sturdy when you kind of put like stone supports every once in a while. And I'm gonna break these like that. And let's zoom out, see how that looks. Looks pretty good. Alright. And next I'm going to just fill this in with glass, which I guess I could cut out. So yeah, I'll just fill each and every one of these squares with glass. So I'll cut that and then cut back when I'm done that. Alright, so filled these all in with glass, as you can see. And right now, I'm going to quick do this. So like on the four corners of that hole I made at the beginning, I'm just going to build some supports like so. I don't know, just to make the building more realistic and also to give more places to put light, or to hang torches off of, because light's pretty important. And speaking of light, I'm gonna quick do that now. Just going to put torches up here like so, and on these, just to give this area more light like so. And also like this, and I don't know, there'll be more light once I'm once like I'll put light here and other places, hang it down, stuff like that. But for right now, that should be enough. I'll do the interior of that in another episode. And while I was building, I kind of got an idea to do this. Not really any practical need for this, but I'm just going to put a light covering of quartz like this. Not just over on this side, but on all sides, just to kind of hide the stone, and to give the building a more kind of airy look, I guess. Especially from the bottom, like you can like see that there's like holes in the building, which kind of make it lighter looking, I guess. If that makes sense, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. And I'm also going to do this on the round end of the building. So, yeah, that looks pretty cool. See, compared to I don't really like the repetitive look of the stone. I like it on the sides, but not on the top of the building. So I'm just going to cover it up with quartz. And no real reason why quartz. It just looks nice. It's white It's like the only white stone slab. It would be cool if they had iron slabs. That would be an awesome block. I wish 4J would kind of like, it'd be cool if they kind of went their separate way and like not like all the way, but like they started making their own blocks and whatnot and stuff like that. Because I remember someone posted like a idea for like a glass door on this one Minecraft Xbox like forum place, and it was really cool. It'd be cool if 4J did something with that. But yep, part 11 is not out yet. This is part 12. At the very moment that I'm recording this, part 10 is the latest one out. So I'll get this one out, and I'll get part 11 out pretty soon. I'm not going to record any episodes after this one because I have to go somewhere. But I've been definitely making a lot more of these because I know people have been following along, and it's kind of been a drag having to wait like weeks between episodes. And I apologize for that. I'll definitely do better trying to get these out and finished. And to be honest, this is almost the terminal Let's Build is almost done, which is good news. So yeah, I'll try and finish it as soon as possible. Alright. Here, I'll just do one, or no, I won't, never mind. Let's see how that looks. Looks pretty good. Alright. Here, let me zoom out. Not too bad. Cool. And I'm going to fill in the other side, and then that'll be it for this episode. And next time you see an episode of this, I'll have already done this to the other side of the building, so you won't have to go through me doing this twice. And if you're just now joining in, I guess, I did the glass part, like this glass part, last episode. So if you're lost, check in with the episode before this one, episode 11. And that should catch you up, so you won't have to, like, you won't be confused when building the other side. And I'm not really measuring these yet, or like making those look good, because I'm still kind of trying to get these done. Alright, almost done. And then I think this one ends here, and then this one goes for 2. This one goes for 2. This one goes for 2. I think that's it. Awesome. And would it look cool if I... Nah. Because if I did that, then it would just kind of completely block out this area. Alright, here I'm going to zoom out, see how that looks. Looks pretty good. Awesome. Alright, so I guess I'm going to call it quits on this episode. So be sure to check out the next episode when it comes out, and the episodes before this one if you want to follow along with this entire Let's Build. And other than that, I'll fill in this area, like I said, so it'll look exactly like this area over here. And yeah, this has been Colonial Puppet. Have a good day.